Good afternoon, YouTube friends. It's Joe from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, your YouTube friend, bringing you a very quick review on yet another one of my hobbies. The man of 1,000 hobbies on another extremely cold day, minus 41 degrees Celsius. I don't want to go outside today. Seems that this month I'm not really going outside much. I'm even wearing a toque in the back porch here because it's a little on the chilly side. Okay. So this weekend, Games Workshop released a new codex for their game Warhammer 40k. The codex is this, the Imperial Agents. I planned on doing a review on this on the weekend, but I decided against it and I'm glad I did. So this over the weekend and this morning I've been watching some of the reviews that people have been posting about this codex. And the general consensus is people are confused. Are really confused as to what's going on with this book. Why is this book so confusing? And in 4 minutes, I'm going to tell you why this is not confusing. Okay? We're going to step right into it. I'm not going to give you a detailed review on every single entry that's in this book, because I can't do that in 5 minutes. What I'm going to do is demystify the confusions that people are having with this codex. And I'm going to read Games Workshop's ruling on this, which is printed in this. Here we go. Page 34, Forces of the Imperium. Data sheets. Since the current edition of Warhammer 40,000, the rules was published, there have been several digital supplements introducing rules and factions that represent the powerful, secretive, and even sinister institutions of the armies of the Imperium. Collecting together these resources, this book is designed to be used in conjunction with various codexes belonging to the armies of the Imperium, to provide players with all the rules needed to play games of Warhammer 40,000 with the entire range of Imperial agent miniatures. At the end of each section in this book, an appendix summarizes any army special rules appropriate to that faction, as well as providing the full rules for any special and war gear special weapons and war gear that feature on their data sheets in this book. Any equipment that is especially common or used by more than one of the factions presented in this book can be found in the Army of the Imperium section 2 pages later on page 36. Okay? I'm going to read the one sentence that demystifies all the confusion regarding what this book is. Collecting together these resources. This book is designed to be used in conjunction with existing armies. How is that confusing? You have army. You have little book that use conjunction. You put together and you got PPAP. It's not confusing, guys. This book is used, you're going to use this book in conjunction with your existing armies. Whether you play Sisters of Battle, whether you play Inquisition, whether you play Space Marines, which is an Imperial army, this book is designed to be used in conjunction with your existing armies. This book does not override the rules printed in those books. Although a lot of the rules in this book are similar to those rules, the rules... if you're using a detachment, because these are all detachments, only apply to the detachment. It says so right in it. Okay, guys? This is a book of detachments to be used in conjunction with your existing armies. It is not confusing. People are confused about that. I'm sorry. It says it right here, to be used in conjunction. These are detachments. You take the detachment, you put it in your army, you got a pineapple pen. Okay, guys? Not that confusing. Anywho, I can go on and on and on. I think I might actually go an extra minute. Just to clarify a little bit further, because they're like, well, what about this? This wasn't in the book. This wasn't in... Saint Celestine's not in the book. Servitor Skulls aren't in the book. Draco's not in the book. They don't need to be in this book. Draco's not going to show up as a part of a detachment. Saint Celestine and her army is not going to show up as part of a detachment. Why aren't Servitor Skulls in this book? Not needed, guys. These are fluffy detachments to add to your existing armies. If you want Servitor Skulls for your Inquisition, make an army from the Inquisition Codex, which is the viable up-to-date rules for the Inquisition. If you want to add more Inquisition, by all means, use this book. Matter of fact, if you're an Inquisition player, do that. Because all the detachments have special abilities by using the detachments from this in conjunction with your main armies. You guys are looking at all the negatives. There's no negatives to this book. You're looking at things to be negative in this book. It's just not there. You guys are being negative with it. If you're running Inquisition as your primary, why would you want to add an Inquisitor out of this when you already have all the exact rules? But you're not getting the detachment bonus. The detachment bonus for Inquisition out of this is you're getting a secondary warlord trait. I'm going to repeat that. A secondary warlord trait. It doesn't matter what army is your primary army, but if you're taking a detachment of Inquisition, so they're only giving you a little bit to play with, you're getting the bonus of another warlord trait. If you're running an Inquisition army with a detachment of additional Inquisition, you're getting 2 crazy warlord traits because Inquisition warlord traits are off the hook. That's why you would run it out of this, a detachment. If you're going to run Sisters of Battle detachment, you only want a little bit. You only want a little bit of Grey Knights. You only want one little thing to change, like maybe a little Psyker from the Imperium. Telepathica in here. There are 9 factions to play with in this book. The largest being the Adeptus Sororitas, which is comprised of 30 data sheet pages in this. You could run a viable, solid army of just Sisters of Battle out of this book. Go ahead. Sisters of Battle players now have a physical copy of our rules. Yes, Saint Celestine's not in this. That's because she's not part of a detachment, guys. The book's a detachment of fluff. Saint Celestine's not going to be a part of a detachment. That's why she's not in here. You use this in conjunction with the Adeptus Sororitas digital codex. Well, there you go. You're getting a detachment bonus as well. Awesome. Okay, guys? It's not confusing. Use this book in conjunction with your existing Imperial armies. That's what it is. It's PPAP. Simple. You guys have all heard it, and I'm a jerk for saying it. Until next time, it's Joe, your YouTube friend, signing off from Thunder Bay.